Archaeology has long been associated with the idea of treasure hunting. When archaeology is brought up in conversation, the first thing that often comes to mind is Indiana Jones, an adventurer in search of mystical artifacts. While modern archaeologists don't carry out academic research by looking for treasure, this image of archaeology is rooted in historical truth. Even academic institutions like the British Museum have a history of plundering landscapes for treasures to fill museum shelves. One place where the British Museum carried out such excavations is Cyprus, an island off the coast of Turkey. Throughout history, it's been associated with many of the great empires of the ancient Mediterranean, such as the Egyptians or the Romans. Because of this, it's not a bad place to go searching for relics of ancient civilizations. In 1893, with the bequest of the late Emma Turner, the British Museum decided to do just that. They sought out graves because these are the most likely places to find intact luxury goods. Unlike archaeological remains at sites such as cities, which are essentially garbage, these items were deposited with the intent that they would remain untouched. As a result, this strategy paid off. At sites such as Enkhumy, the British Museum found precious objects such as decorated pottery, ivory, and lots of gold. The problem with this approach to archaeology is that in attempting to dig up valuable objects, data often gets destroyed. Modern archaeologists record everything they possibly can and dig systematically. Common objects like pottery fragments, of which there are often thousands, are all counted and sorted. Dirt is sifted to make sure nothing is missed. Photos are taken daily of the site and of the objects that are found, and a lot of projects use technology like 3D modeling. Most importantly, all spots of finds are recorded. This is done because objects themselves don't actually provide archaeologists with that much information. On the other hand, the context of the item, where it was found, what it was found with, provides a lot more information to the archaeologist than the object could by itself. Because the excavators from the British Museum were just looking for stuff to display, they basically didn't record much of anything. Often, they just dug pits and hoped they would hit something. They rarely recorded anything other than the objects they wanted to take back to the museum, and they often just threw out stuff, especially undecorated pottery that was used for daily activities like cooking. In addition, they rarely drew site maps or architecture. This was fairly standard at the time, which indicates how the idea of the archaeologist as a treasure hunter developed. As attractive as the image of the treasure hunter is, it's neither realistic nor helpful to archaeologists. Most archaeologists don't really find stuff that would be valuable on the art market. Despite this, archaeology has the potential to tell us interesting and important stories about our past. So while archaeology might used to have been treasure hunting, it's not really that anymore.